Okay, to start with, you are going to need an ELM327 cable with the MS HS cam switch, a laptop with ELM config and 4scan, and 2 keys. You have to have 2 keys. If you don't have 2 keys, you're going to break stuff. It's not going to work. So you have to have 2 keys. Plus some basic tools, Torx bit. So first thing to do is drop the steering wheel down and pull it as far forward as you can. Once you drop the steering wheel down, you want to pop this little clip off. It just pulls out, and then remove it. So there is some clips here. It's kind of difficult to do with the camera, but it's effectively this here. So you just want to unclip that, and then you have access to these screws for the cluster. There we go, that's where they're clipped into. And now we have access to our cluster screws there and there. Now the reason I'm changing mine, even though they're already facelift clusters, is because of this. That is not the right mileage. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab my screwdriver to undo those 2 little bolts. Okay, with the bolts undone, before we go any further, it's time to start using some software. So first thing you need to do is get into ELM config. And we need to go to modules, and then you have 3 pages under configuration. Page 1, page 2, page 3. These need to be read using the MS CAN option on your cable. So you need to set the cable to MS CAN, and if you just look there, it says MS CAN above the GEM section that we are currently on. So I've done that, and I'm now going to read from GEM. Once I've read the values, I will save my configuration, and I'm going to go to my desktop. I'm just going to create a new folder to save these files in. So there's page 1. That was saved fine. It's really difficult with this armrest in the way. Page 2, read, save, save. Okay, and page 3, read, save, and save. There you go. So if I go into my folder, there they are. That's all we need to do in here for now. So I'm just going to close ELM config down. I am going to disconnect my cable. Now we need to remove this. So once you've undone these screws, you see mine are just hanging around a bit loose. There you go. And let's see if I can get the other one out as well. Done. Okay, at the top here, there's a clip. So you need to put something up there, or just do as I've done. Just lift it up and pull it down this way. before we do anything, I'm actually going to disconnect the battery just for a bit of security, just in case I accidentally fry anything. All right, clusters forward. We've got this little lock, so you just pop this up, out it comes, and then we can remove, with a little bit of effort, the old cluster. So I'm going to do this with 2 hands, and I'll get back to you. Okay, next step is the new cluster. So I found that running from the side kind of works out best. There we go, we're in, and then just reconnect the connect up the top, which can I do one-handed? Yes, I can. There we go. Okay, all connected. So now, cable back in. And back to ELM config. This time, I'm going to load a configuration. Page 1, open, write to GEM. Page 1 done. Page 2, low configuration. Page 2, write to GEM. Restart module, yes. Page 3, low configuration. Write to GEM. Okay, yes. Done. There is one other piece we need to do, which, if you look there, it says ESP misbuilt. That is an error in here. I just can't remember where. There we go, it's in the HEC. So this needs to be on HSCAN. So I'm just going to switch to HSCAN, and I'm going to read and turn off ESP misbuilt detection, and oops, right. Module restarted, and ignore that. Okay. So, next plan. Forescan. I'm going to jump out of this. Put up Forescan. Now you do need the extended license for this. This is really difficult. Okay, so next part is Forescan. Now, this isn't a tutorial on how to use Forescan. This is specifically for the new clusters. First place to go is configuration and programming. No, it's not. First place to go now, service functions and PATS programming. Now you do need the extended license to use this. So you need to get hold of a copy of that. Now, is my vehicle equipped with a keyless push start system? No. It's a warning, read it. Please set to the HSCAN bus position. Okie doke. Now I need to erase. Say yes there. Forescan will now do its thing. Just a little progress bar. So we're going to cut back to this once it's done. Okay, important warning. Following program will erase all known keys. It's important to have 2 keys available. Are 2 PATS keys available? This is what I said earlier. You need to have 2 keys. So yes, they are for me. That should now shoot through pretty quickly. You must now program a minimum of 2 keys. Okie doke. So I'm now going to go to key programming. Switch ignition to off. Set ignition to on. Press OK. PATS supported success, but count of program keys is not increased yet. Please turn off ignition and right at the PATS menu to check the counter. If it's increased, it means it was successful. So turn off ignition, on. Number of keys stored, 1. So ignition key program in, insert new key into the ignition. So I'm going to take this one out. Put the new one in, set it to on, press OK. Okie doke. Yes. And again, I'll cut back to this once it's done. Okay, and here we have the second message. So again, just wait for the complete. Number of keys stored, 2. Fantastic. Now we need to initialize the module. So we're going to hit OK. Please turn ignition off. OK. Ignition is off. As you can see, our little progress bar is slowly increasing. Please turn the ignition on, but don't start the engine. Really important here. Do not start this engine. Press OK. OK. Yes. We'll now generate the security in code. Okay, and keeping an eye on our progress bar just here, slowly increasing in percentage. If it hangs a little bit, don't worry. It's reprogramming your entire cluster setup, so you know it might take a few minutes. Now it should come up shortly asking us to do something else. So we're just waiting for that message. I'll come back to it once it appears. Okay, there we go, 25%. Please turn the ignition off. Okay. Please wait 15 seconds. Again, progress bar is slowly increasing here. Please turn the ignition on. Again, do not start the engine. Okay. Please wait 15 seconds. PATS initialization is now complete. Okay. So we're just going to exit this and put that aside, and by right, we should be able to use our car. Beautiful. Look at that. Now, the remote is still coded. How amazing is that? Okay, cool. hope you enjoyed.